Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Arizona Dreams. Subscribers appreciate you. New viewers, you gotta subscribe. Don't forget about the merch. Today we're going to talk about the virus and how it is affecting us in Phoenix and around the country, I think. I'm going to start with the fact that you're looking at two camps. You've got the worrier, the pessimistic.
I'm not pessimistic.
You're a little bit. She represents that. I'm on the other side. I'm sitting there thinking, how is this affecting me directly? And, is it as bad as the media and everything is making it out to be? And we're getting a lot of sky is falling type scenarios when in reality, I don't know that the sky is falling. I'm not saying this is not serious. And my wife and I talk about this constantly. We both agree that it is serious. We both agree that it's coming. I think we can all agree that it's coming. The question is how dramatically is it going to affect our lives, and how much is it going to impact our house? Sitting in a office, I'm exposed to hundreds of people daily. So for me, it was obvious to me that there's an exposure risk, just like when the flu was around. Friday, I logged in just to see what was going on, and sure enough, the department head sent out a thing saying, everybody under this department, starting Monday, you are to work from home. This is mandatory. So for me, I think it was a good thing. I think it helps us do that social distancing. The second thing that I noticed, I decided Friday, being off, and knowing, what was going on in the media, that people were in panic mode and people were starting to hoard. And I better go there before the weekend starts to get our essentials. Now, I wasn't going to hoard. I was going to get our essentials. I went to the meat and deli section. All of the ground beef, gone. All of the poultry, not just the chicken, all the poultry except for giblets were gone. I go to the paper products.
Gone.
And the entire row. And I'm not talking just toilet paper, I'm talking paper towels, Kleenex. But interestingly enough, dairy and eggs, gone. So that one kind of surprised me, and it was empty. All of the bleach, gone. All the Lysol, gone.
So pretty much the stores are wiped clean of
Yes.
all of the essentials. So that in itself, I think, is stressful to me. It's not just, he says that I'm the warrior. He's the calm, keep calm and carry on guy. I'm just a little bit on edge about everything. It's not just the virus, it's being out of things that we need. We need toilet paper. We are a family of 5 and our son is sick. Are we gonna do we already have a shortage of, like the cold and flu medicine or the fever medicine? So it's not just I'm worried about getting sick, it's all these other things.
Yeah.
And when he was working in his office, and it seems like somebody's always sick in his office, and he's working with a bunch of people, I'm worried about him getting something, but also bringing that home. Now, I know that he washes his hands when he comes home, but, you're still sometimes touching doors and touching faucets, and things that you don't think about before you get to the sink. And knowing that we are here and we don't have family, if we both, for whatever reason, needed to be hospitalized, it's like, who's going to take care of the children? That's just how I think. My daughter, talk about, he's calm, I'm a little on edge. She's like the extreme. Like, she stresses me out, and that's hard to do because I'm already stressed. She's like, this is the end of the world, and what if everybody gets infected? It's like an apocalypse movie for her. But I just think everybody handles it differently, and I don't like not knowing what's gonna happen next. Let's talk about some of the things that's going on right now. Everything's getting shut down. Everything's getting canceled. In Phoenix area, we don't, like Ohio and some of the other states, we don't have a statewide school shutdown yet. But in the Phoenix Valley, at least, it's a trickle. Schools are closing like every day, sometimes multiple times a day. And you're wondering, how long are the kids going to be out of school? How are they prepared for online learning? So it's a lot of that unknown that I think is getting to me.
So let's jump back a second. She mentioned closings. So currently that I'm aware of, MLB, NBA, NCAA, NHL,
Let's not forget
canceled.
spring training.
And spring training.
That's a big deal here.
So bringing that back to MLB, spring training, we have the Cactus League, and I think there's like 14 facilities here that cater to the Cactus League. All of those shut down. Looking at the economy effect, Scottsdale is going to be dramatically hit by that tourism money that's no longer going to be there. And then blowing it out even a little wider, the airlines, and they get a lot of traffic coming in for spring training. That's gone. They haven't said, no, we're not going to fly you in, but people are saying, well, I'm not coming because my game's not there. Why should I come?
Well, and let's take it to a hyper local level. It's not just when they come to the game, when they trickle out of the games.
Right.
They're going to restaurants.
Yeah, small
and
businesses.
They're going to bars.
And they're worried
that's
about
gonna
small
be,
businesses' survival.
Yeah, a loss of a lot of money.
In fact, we saw a report last night or the night before that he was standing in front of one of the spring training facilities, and he panned across the street, and he's like, normally this time you see crowds en masse going doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, right over to these bars and restaurants and knick-knack shops. And that's a legitimate concern for those business owners is, am I going to survive? So there is long-term effect that is happening that people have to be aware of and understand what's going to happen. I'm going to just say right now, going back to the grocery stuff, can you calm down, people? Just relax. Had people not gone into this hyper mode of I've got to stockpile my paper products, my cleaning products, and my meats, and just kept going as normal and going to get my 2, 3, 4 packs of toilet paper that I need for my week or 2-week shop, whatever it is, and just buying that, we wouldn't be in a shortage. It was crazy to me to see how truly panic mode the country is in, to the point that we have a half a gallon of milk. That's something that we use daily, but I couldn't even go to get that extra jug of milk so that I knew I'd have a gallon of milk for the following week.
As of today, and now this is going to be, I'm sure, outdated before we even publish the video, but we have 12 confirmed cases in Arizona. Total.
In Arizona.
Obviously, there's a limited amount of testing going on, so I'm sure that number is actually going to be much higher once we get more testing. So it's certainly not the situation that you're finding in Washington and is New York having a lot of... So it's not there where we are. I don't think the state or the officials are panicking right now, and they're trying to keep everything calm, but it's a fluid situation, and everything is changing almost hour by hour with what they are recommending, with, like I said, what the closures are being. We've had some festivals canceled. Ostrich Festival, that's a big festival they have every year in Chandler. Yesterday they finally canceled that. The Renaissance Festival is still open right now.
That surprises me.
Yeah, so we aren't in total shutdown mode, but it just seems like as things progress, more things are shutting down. The LDS, Church of Latter-day Saints, they have canceled their services. I know that. I don't know about what other churches are doing. It's really kind of starting to hit close from home because my daughter's school, there's a couple of teachers and multiple students that are stuck in Spain right now.
Oh, yeah.
And of course you want them to come back home, but you also want to make sure that knowing they were in another country and they are going to have to travel on an airplane, you just hope that they have something a quarantine in place, because if they don't self-quarantine, then that could be a mess in her school. So there's just so many variables.
Same thing at work. Like, as she kind of indicated, what happens if she gets sick or if she has to go to the hospital? Well, then that falls on me. Now I've got to do my 9 to 5, but I've also got to take care of getting these kids to school if the schools are going to stay open, making sure they're not getting sick. If they do get sick, handling that. And then, God forbid, if I should also get sick, we've got nobody here to take care of that needs.
It's a different situation in this time because Before, we knew your mom, she'd hop on the plane
Sure.
without even thinking twice about it. We
Yeah.
can't put his mom on a plane.
Yeah.
She's in her 70s, and it's recommended not to fly. So that's why this is a different situation. So even if you're one of those people that are thinking, this is no big deal, why are people making such a big mountain out of this? More people died of the flu. Well, it's kind of a big deal because people are being affected in things that don't normally happen with the flu. You don't have mass shutdowns with the flu. This is new. We don't know how this will affect us if we should get it. I know we're in a low risk category, but things happen. So yes, I'm concerned, but it's really, a lot of my concern isn't of getting sick. It's about all these ramifications of what's happening right now with the possible child care, with the knowing my son is sick and I don't want to take him to a hospital. I don't want to take him back to the doctor. He just had the flu a few weeks ago. There's no way I want to be with a bunch of sick people right now.
Right.
Is he going to have the medicine in the store that he needs? Again, I'm worried about toilet paper, and that has nothing to do with dying from the coronavirus. We need to.
She likes a clean booty.
I need to wipe my butt. I'm just saying. This is, to me, that's what's stressing me out. Should I edit that out?
No. I think it's funny. You can even throw in our conversation that I gave you for alternatives if we run out of toilet paper on mass.
I'm not even going to get into it. I don't want this to turn into that. We want to know what's it like out there for you guys. I know most of you don't live in Arizona. I'm expecting that you're experiencing the same shortages. Are you bored? Are you stressed? Are you worried? What do you think about this coronavirus that we're dealing with around the country? So let us know in the comments below what's happening in your neck of the woods.
By the way, we have 30 rolls of toilet paper, so we're okay.
No, we're not. The boys can go through 3 rolls in one day.
She's going to tell you we're going to have a run on toilet paper, but 30 rolls, we can get through a week.
You say so.
Oh, and that also reminds me, online, like Amazon and those type of retailers,
They're sold out of stuff.
they're sold out too. So
Yeah.
you know the drill, guys. Subscribe, share, like, comments down below. If you want that merch that I've dropped hints at all the time, teespring.com, but we'll have that link in the section below.
And wash your hands and stay safe.
Wash your hands.
Bye.
Peace. I am not a crook.
Perfect.